what are dreams? Are they more than we believe they are?
Yes, they are more. They are messages from your higher self, your guides, your loved ones in spirit. Yeah, they're messages.
Their messages. Is there also a piece of it that it's like the subconscious mind clearing out and cleaning out what's happened through the day too? Or would you say all of it is some sort of message for you?
I think sometimes bits and pieces of it are parts of our day, and sometimes our consciousness puts familiar things in there to make us understand a little bit better and to make it seem more real and just make it relatable.
Make it relatable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's messages in there in our dreams. That is so, so cool. What kind of messages could come through in dreams? What
Yeah.
are some
Mhm.
messages or themes that come through for people?
Symbols are really big in our dreams, and symbols can be about our career, our health, our relationships, and also like your psychic gifts. You know what you're supposed to be doing with your life. All of us have some psychic gifts, and our dreams will tell us which ones they're supposed to be using. But our dreams will also tell us, if we need to stop eating something, if we need to change our diet, traumas that we need to heal, are going to show up in our dreams. And we often have dreams about maybe being at school, and a school related dream is that you are usually learning about yourself. Sometimes if we're at the top of the stairs or we're going up the stairs, that means it's going up. So we are often too much in our head about whatever the subject matter
Oh,
of the dream is. And if we're going down the stairs, the dream is asking us to move into our heart space.
my gosh.
Sometimes if you have a dream where you're getting your hair cut or your hair is different or something's changed about your hair, that also can be about being too much in your head. Dreams about a car a lot of times are a pun on karma, but they also are like can be a vessel for our body, what's going on with the car. And same with a house. The rooms in the house are typically about our body. You know, we have a lot of us don't eat very well. So we might have digestion issues. So if you have a dream and you're in the woods or the ground is dirty or you're in the kitchen and, the fridge is dirty or the there's food garbage or the food is rotting or moldy or dirty or anything about a backyard or a back garden, all those are nods to your digestion and your intestines and maybe like train tracks or tubes. That's an indication of your intestines. There's so many different funny symbols that our mind uses, and a lot of them are puns and stuff. Like dirt roads and dirt paths are really, you should probably clean up your diet. What you're putting in there is dirty, so to speak, or not good for you. If you open the fridge and in your dream and it's like rotting milk or something, or you spill the milk on the floor, that might be that you should not be having dairy in your diet.
Wow, this is so interesting. I feel like for several years I would have dreams of me eating a whole bunch of sweets, and I would feel like sick to my stomach in the dream, like eating the
Mm-hmm.
sugar. And I actually was kind of addicted to sugar, and I knew my body did not like it, and I would keep dreaming of it, like, wow, I feel sick in this dream. And I've since like really cut back. Like I try to not eat sugar as much as I can, and I stopped dreaming about it.
Yeah. I mean, that was spot on. Dreams will also tell us way, way, way ahead of time about illnesses that might occur.
Wow, no
So if
way.
you have snakes wrapping around you, or snakes chasing you, or snakes biting you, or some type of carrion type animal, or a animal that eats other things, like a vulture or something, chasing you or biting you, or rats rats around you, that's telling you that there is a threat of an illness or a threat of cancer. And then the rest of the dream will usually tell you what you need to do to ameliorate it, to fix it, to work through it, because those dreams are going to start happening long, long before you actually get sick. So pay attention. And if there's just one dream, one or two is not really a big deal. But if you have a lot of dreams, like I once, in the middle of me kind of changing, like actively changing my diet, I stopped eating meat. I had a dream where I had snake wrap around me, and I reached down and I took it and threw it away. So that told me that I had made like the correct change in my diet by getting rid of that. I'm really big on like our food has energy. And so, and emotional eating too, like you're eating your emotions. If you eat when you're emotional or you eat when you're angry, you're putting that anger in your body, and your body's going to hold it. And then oftentimes when you, I don't know, let's say you ate a burger, right? And you were not in a good headspace, you were really upset. And every time subsequently you eat another burger, your body may associate it with that same emotion. And then you may start having issues, and these issues are going to show up in your dreams. Like you either need to clear the issue or you need to clear the food type of thing. So it's just super fascinating for me.
Yeah.
Dreams. Yeah.
Wanted to ask you, do you know about teeth falling out?
Teeth falling out is usually about your reproductive stuff. Especially if you're a woman, it means that you're probably getting to the stage where you are not going to be having kids anymore.
I think she just went through menopause.
Yeah, that's what that is. It can also be, if you do have children, maybe they're leaving the home at the same, you're going to be an empty nester. So yeah, that's what your teeth are falling out are about, not being able to have children anymore usually, or them leaving your house. I mean, there's literal things like you actually are having some teeth problems, and you probably would already know.
Yeah, imagine you would know.
But that's very common for women, especially, to have a dream with their teeth falling out.
Oh, interesting.
Also, another reproductive one would be eggs. I had a dream one time where I was camping and I was making breakfast for everybody, and I ran out of eggs. So that also was me starting to go into menopause as well. Ran out of eggs. Right.
That is too funny. So I feel like, it'd be incredible to get a session with you to unpack this. But if someone's wanting to do this on their own, like, how could they do dream interpretation on their own?
There is a lot of information out there, and there's a lot of misinformation. Like if you just Google dream interpretation and you go to 5 different sites, you're going to get 5 different interpretations. My favorite interpreter is Michael Sheridan. He's actually in the same state as me, Washington State. And he wrote a book called How to Interpret Your Dreams and Discover Your Life Purpose. He also teaches classes and has workshops and stuff. And then while you're doing the dream interpretation, working on your channeling, and also it's really, really important to pay attention to the space that your dream is in. Where's it taking place? Is it taking place in a bedroom? Is it taking place in the bathroom? The bathroom's about your elimination system. But is it taking place? Are you in the attic of a house? That's about, your head, your thoughts, and things like that. But so paying attention to the place, and also paying attention to your feelings. How are you feeling about what's happening? Are you okay with it? Are you scared? Are you indifferent? What if something's happening and your thoughts or your feelings are indifferent? It means that you're indifferent about the message, that you don't really care, and maybe you should start caring. And then paying attention to who's in your dreams. If they have a title, like if they're a lawyer or a doctor or a bus driver, then they're usually a guide. And if they say something to you, listen, because it's infallible. It is a true message. And if they give you a gift, it's usually about what your psychic gifts are. And then what's the next one that's really important? Everything in the dream, everything and every person is related to you or some aspect of you, unless it's a prophetic dream. Prophecy being, something that ends up coming true, right? And if your psychic gift is prophecy, you probably will know, if you have dreams where things come true, then it has a different meaning. But other dreams are all, even if it's your mom or your best friend or your dog in the dream, it's some aspect of you or how it relates to you. Everything is all about you. And not like, people will have a dream where their spouse dies or their a loved one dies, right, in the dream, and that's terrifying. And then you're worried that your spouse is going to die, or what can I do? But really, the dream is telling you that there's some aspect of your relationship that needs to fall away, that you need to work on, or usually that's what it is. There's something about the relationship that's not going well, or that you need to fix, like it needs to die, fall away, right? Does that make sense?
I see. I see what you mean. It's about you, not about the person necessarily. You and your relationship. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
This is so neat. I feel like I need to go study all of this and write down my dreams now because, I'm always trying to improve my life and heal and, do all of the inner work. And I never thought about using my dreams as a tool.
Yeah, your dreams could tell you a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, I've been recently having some problems with my hamstring, and I knew it was energetic because it keeps reoccurring. And I had a dream where I was working with a male, and he came up to me and kicked me in my leg that was hurt, and I was really upset. What a jerk! Why did you do that? That wasn't very nice. Why are you being so mean to me? And then I walked up to him and I punched him in the face. I was like, huh, that's telling. So I knew that I was holding some masculine energy in my leg, some negative masculine energy somewhere within my life that I needed to work through.
Yeah.
Just that was a little snippet of like things that can happen. It wasn't, I didn't even know who the guy was.
Yeah. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, he was representing masculine energy. And a negative part of it because he kicked me. And then me getting fed up and hitting him also was telling me that it is something that I'm actively trying to work through, like not willing to put up with it anymore.
Yeah. And then after you had that insight, were you able to like reflect on it and journal and then realize what it was in your life actually?
Yeah,
Cool.
I was able to. It was like a light bulb going, oh,
Should have known that. I should have noticed that.
that's what I need to work on. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we all have things that we need to work on, and our dreams are absolutely going to tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you suggest people keep like a dream journal? Would that help them?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for remembering them, a lot of times you wake up and you don't remember them, or you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, I had this dream, I got to remember it. But then you fall back asleep and you wake up and it's gone.
Yep.
So I would always have like this little scratch pad. And even in the dark, I wouldn't turn the light on or anything, but just write down some key words. So then in the morning, when I could look at those key words, it would jog my memory, and then I'd be able to write down the whole dream.
Yeah. I love that.
And sometimes people say, like having a glass of water next to your bed and drinking, setting the intention that this water is going to help me remember my dreams. You drink half of it, and then when you wake up in the morning, you drink the rest of it. That can help sometimes.
Yeah. Charge that water with that intention that you're putting inside you. Neat.
And I also will lay in bed for a little bit when I wake up. And if there's a little snippet of a dream, I will just kind of go over it a few times. And pretty soon it will start to expand, and I'll start to remember the rest of the dream. As I start thinking about that little piece, then it, kind of jogs your memory into remembering the rest of it. And those are just the things that I have found helpful.
Yeah. Very neat. I would love to try it for sure.
That's super cool.
Cool. Well, do you have anything else on dream interpretation you want to share before we wrap up?
I think so. Just, the symbols are really important. Colors often will coordinate with your your chakras. Numbers in dreams will coordinate with numerology. Yeah, and everything's about you, unless they're prophetic.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jillian. And again, I'm going to
Yeah.
leave Jillian's info below. So if you guys want to find her, check out her website, get a session. As we mentioned in the beginning, she has so many different modalities. And so I love how you combine them in your sessions.